Hello. I don't know if anyone is going to end up seeing this, but I should be live. And what I'm going to do is I am going to be working on trying to make a build for my for this new unique that I got. So I was again running through Undercity as I do, because I like to. I was running through the Undercity and I got this item, Strike of Stormhorn. And so what I am going to be doing is I'm going to be attempting to try to make a build based entirely off of that. I don't have a lot of items, but I do have things like this, which I am going to be using. Do I have any boots? Do I have, like, literally anything? I guess I'll take those boots. Those pants are not great. Gloves. Well, I don't know what gloves I'll need, but I mean, that's not a bad pair of gloves, so. We're gonna go with this pair of gloves. And pants, I don't want those. I might use that. Okay, this pair is... I have an idea for an Oculus build. I have technically an Oculus build. It's just not great. But I'm like, it could be good. Actually, let me throw those on. I'm going to be equipping every item that I can. I mean, I suppose that. I don't plan on overpowering too often. Let's see, anything else? Chest plate, pants. I could technically use a Shroud of False Death. I just don't think I want or need to. Intelligence, max life, cooldown, and cost reduction. Resource cost reduction. Maybe? This might also be useful. I don't know. I do not know. What about you? Your lucky hit chance. Your essence and evulsion. I want critical strike damage, not vulnerable damage. I don't really want to use Tacit's Dawning Sky, do I? No, I don't really want that. I'll throw this on. Intelligence, crit chance, and movement speed. I mean, why not? What else am I going to use, right? I have these items in here. I might as well use them. Let's see here. Any chest armor and ring. I don't want that ring though. That's the thing. Alright, let's check. Defensive aspect. Intelligence, max life, frost nova. I think I actually want it in place of this one. Well, actually, do I? Maybe not. Maybe not. Any of these? Max life, life per second. Intelligence, max life. Yeah, I want that one. Collection of helms. Collection of materials. What the heck? A Nagu room? Oh. Helms. Sorry, but the only home that I'm actually even remotely interested in is the Starfall Coronet. Or something like Andariel's, or Harlequin Crest, or Air of Perdition, I suppose, but... Let's see here... Actually, I might go with this. Okay. Either way. So I got a basic outfit on. Let's refund... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I forgot... Wait, when does that spawn? 1 minute? Yeah, let's go. Let's go to that. Let's go deal with that. Let's salvage all that. I might end up regretting that. Before I actually go there, let me, I need, there we go. I was like, I need a capital so I can switch my build back really quick. Let's hurry. Let's load this. Okay. Okay. Now I can go deal with that quickly. Because I want to do that ball lightning build, but I'm not going to miss out on a world boss. Like, come on. Whoa, that lag literally got me killed. That loading zone lag. See, now that I don't lag, I just go right through it. But when it forces me to stay there, I don't got much health. Like, or armor. My trick for this guy is just stay like close to him. See, that's gonna be me soon. Beat him up while he's down. He's taking a lot of damage while he's down. There we go. Drew Whispers wants my appearance. They want to reward me. What is work texting me about today? Yes, I remember. They were like, hey, you have a private lesson with the student. I'm like, I get it. I know. Let's go with chest plates. New. Oh, it wasn't the new it. Different this one. Oh, darn. Hold on. I'm like, that should be this amulet, actually. But that's okay. That's decent. Okay, so let me actually go through and bam, 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 bam. There we go. Awesome, sweet. So I do need a ring. Okay, nothing too grand. I don't think I'm gonna keep this. Intelligence, crit damage, yeah, I'll take that. Alright, sweet. Let's salvage the rest. Oh, I get a new thing? Not maxed out. Darn. Alright. Okay. As far as Paragon, refund all of that. Skill tree. Let's deal with a few things. Now let's deal with this skill tree first. Respec mode. Refund all. Okay, I think there's another ball lightning related unique, but I need this maxed out. Does increase damage against stunned enemies. Casting ball lightning forms 2 crackling energies. Don't I get a lucky hit chance to, yeah. And you're 5%. Upon absorbing crackling energy, you gain mana every time you stun an enemy or attempt to stun a boss who deal. That actually could be pretty good. Let's go with that. Max out unstable currents. Pulse crackling energy for free at 25% faster rate. That's not really needed. Increase your attack speed 25% while it's active. Increase your movement speed. Alright. Shock skills have up to a 7% chance to stun enemies. I want that. Increases your critical strike chance. They deal less damage after being critically struck. When you critically strike an enemy with a shock skill, you become charged and take 25% less damage for 5 seconds. While charged, critical strikes have a 15% chance to cause the damage to arc as lightning. That definitely. Gonna want this. 12% cooldown reduction on that. Definitely want this. Definitely want 1 point in there at least. Let's see here. I'm gonna want that. I'm gonna want one of these. You gain damage reduction while I have a barrier. That is nice. I do like that. And I do want barriers. This is such a good skill to get, like, honestly. Ice armor with mystical ice armor. When I stun a boss, then I just do increased damage. That's hard to pass up on. Teleport is also hard to pass up on, as it's like basically just a free bit of damage. Core skills have, or core skills deal 4% increased damage when cast above 50 mana. Yes, I am going to want that. Okay, sorry, I had dropped something. When you use a cooldown, enemies around you are stunned. Your killing an enemy has a 20% chance to form crackling energy. Direct damage from skills applies up to 18 chill. Doing burning damage has a 10% chance to heal you for 4% of your max life and unleash a firebolt at a nearby enemy. Don't think I want that. I might do chain lightning, honestly, because axial conduit might prove useful with this. Because I'm thinking I do want that, actually. And you have a high lucky hit chance. Here, let's see. First of all, I got 1, 2. I currently only got 3 skills, and I'm probably going to stack the rest into either lightning spear or I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do chain lightning. And I think I'm going to go with this. Sorry, I can't talk while I read. So if I do this and I do this, then I can have that as an enchantment, and I can also probably have this as an enchantment. Yeah. And then I'll have this. %6 increased damage while healthy. Or I can go increased critical strike chance or increased movement speed. Or I could go put a point into teleport. Yeah, I'm gonna go teleport. Conform? Confirm, not conform. Jeez. I think actually that is what I'm gonna have. I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna have this. And the thing is, I could get axial conduit. I thought I had one. I must not have kept it. Who drops axial conduit? That's okay. Let's do with the Paragon boards really quick. I'm going to want destruction. Sweet. I have so many first boards that look exactly like this because I want that destruction glyph. That crit chance. It's useful. Pyromancy skills, your burning damage is increased. Bonus damage to vulnerable enemies equal to 20% of the total amount of the bonus damage up with cold up to a maximum of 60. Frost skills, no. Hidden enemy at least 8 times in a second with a shock skill. With shock skills, restores 30% of your maximum mana and increases your damage by 50%. That is pretty good. This cannot be refreshed while active. Okay. While you have crackling energy charges, you deal 10% increased damage. This amount increases up by 2% per 20 intelligence you have, up to 60%. When you reach full charges, your crackling energy damage is increased. I mean, I'm going to take it for... Yeah, I'm going to take that one. About this, conjuration skills, I don't have any. Enchantments, I'm going to want. Each time you apply vulnerable, burning, or crit strike to an enemy, they take 10% increased damage from you. Your ultimate skill damage is increased by 10% of your non-physical damage bonus up to 40%. I might take that. But we're going to start with Static Surge. Oh, this is a good one. Do I want that? Yes. Cooldown reduction? Resource cost reduction. That's still good. Yes, I think I want it in the orientation that it's at. Attach board. Okay, so what else am I going to want? I'm going to want Unleash, I think. Unleash is a good one. And that's going to buff my crit strike damage and my lightning damage. Yes. So I'm going to want Unleash, which needs intelligence. No, Unleash in there. Bam. And it needs more intelligence. That's okay, though. I'm not too concerned. Especially considering I'm like... that. Your max life and healing received, right? One, two. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Searing Heat, Burning Instincts, Frigid Fate, Icefall. I'm gonna want... Enchantments are stronger. Rotate board, maybe? Attach board? Yes, that one. Here, I'm gonna want this one. Damage reduction for burning enemies. Damage reduction and resistance to all elements. I'm actually gonna go for that first. To take 10%. I'm doing it for mostly for that. Up to 50% damage bonus. Damage reduction while healthy. Your non-physical damage. Alright. Do I want to go down there? I think so. Okay. Torch, no. Winter, no. Reinforce, no. Conjurer, no. Charged, maybe. Deal increased crackling energy damage, no. Mastery skill damage, I'm probably gonna want. Control. Electrocute, bonus to all rare nodes. Lightning damage is a 15% chance to critically strike enemies who are stunned. No. Elementalist, no. Eliminator, no. Invocation. Frostbite. Enchanter. For each skill equipped in your enchantment slot, gain max resistance to that. That's just a flat damage multiplier, which is good. Territorial warding. Okay. Warding is to reduce damage the less mana you have. No. I do want Adept. You are gonna get a bonus. Okay, so I'm gonna want Adept. Let's go over here and let's reinforce conjure charged control. I think electrocute might be okay. Lightning damage is a 15% increased chance to critically strike enemies who are stunned, immobilized, or frozen. Elementalist, Eliminator. Because I'm thinking this is just a flat damage increase enchanter, and it would also give me 10% max resistance to lightning damage, but it'll also end up being a damage multiplier. What's like electrocute do? What's this one do? 3% increased damage. That's a 2% increased damage, which isn't terrible, honestly. Let's do it. Let's do it. Not the best, but let's do it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's all the intelligence nodes it would need. Max life and armor. We're gonna go with this. Are you max resistance to all elements? Oh my goodness. Sorry, those nodes are just so good. That one's also pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. We wanted... This one was a maybe. So that's, while you have crackling energy charges, deal 2% increased damage. This increases by... So I'll do 60% increased damage while I have crackling energy charges. which isn't bad. Conjuration, I don't have any. That's pyromancy skills only. Burning damage, I don't burn enemies. Deal bonus damage to vulnerable enemies equal to 20% of your total amount of bonus damage with cold up to a maximum of 60. If I had more ways of making enemies vulnerable, that actually could be good. Yeah, let's do that. Because I could throw exploit in there. I could throw exploit. Bam. Okay, now I want to buff up some nodes. You're 1, 2, 3, 4. So I only get one more node than it's already in. And if I go straight down, I could get 2 more, essentially. Get up to 37. That's 37, 43, 50. Give me up about 50, but I get 2 more just for doing that. When that's leveled up, of course. Damage reduction from vulnerable enemies, cold resistance, vulnerable damage, damage reduction from vulnerable enemies. That's good. Your max life and healing received. Armor. Well, you are at max. You're at max. You are needing more intelligence around you. So let's boost intelligence. 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. That one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can get up to there. 4, I can get that one. 3, 4, 5. I can get that one. That and that I can get. Okay. Get those. So I know I have that maxed out. I know I have that maxed out. This is needing it. Those 2 are maxed out. Okay, so yes. Damage reduction from vulnerable enemies and max life. You are going to give me crit damage, and I want that. Alright, so I think I got my skills all sorted. Let's go over to this occultist. Let's enchant some stuff. This thing is fine. That's fine. Well, what do I need? I need armor and I need some resistances still. So you, no life per second. Let's get armor. Yes, that's good. You are... I mean, what else could you be? What's my crit chance at? 48%. And yeah, okay. 48%. Crit damage, I think I want instead of max life. There we go. Okay, so that's good. You're good. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Mostly because I don't want to re-roll that resistance. Uh, I should though, honestly. Yeah, no, it's literally not giving me anything. What could you be though? You could be intelligence or mana per second. I'll take that for now. All right. So I'm thinking I'll get axial conduit, but let's kind of see here, because I'm wanting to use mostly ball lightning, which is honestly not too great. Critical strikes with core skills increases your attack speed by 29%. Let's go mastery skill. Meteorites fall around meteor. How did they get rid of it? They had like gravitational aspect. Right? I think they got rid of it. Huh. Okay. Casting the ultimate. Okay, no. I mean that is nice, but it's got a 50-second cooldown and it lasts for 10 seconds. A random core conjuration or mastery skill, which is good. Okay, let's just kind of go through these. Who's saying follow me?
Another happy customer.
No.
I apologize.
I'm busy. I don't want to follow you. I want to make my build dumb. Charge bolts. After charge bolt hits 50 times, the next 3 casts of charge bolts becomes a whip. That's not great, honestly. It's not as good as the piercing one, at least. Casting Pyromancy Shock, Frost Skill, Conjures Matching Elemental Dagger. No. Frozen Orb, no. Your Unstable Currents has 40% chance to cast an additional shock skill. Yeah, I might as well. I might need resources. How much mana is this? Every 2 of these I get 1 chain lightning. And that would make it, each time chain lightning bounces, gain 3.8 mana. And it bounces how many times? 5. No. Uh, Core skills cast at or above 100 mana gain a 40% increased crit strike chance. You are a core skill. Chain lightning has a 41% chance to chain 5 additional times. That is pretty nice. I want there to be more things that buff up ball lightning. Are they in this? Do I need to temper them? Shock surge. Chance for ball lightning projectiles to cast twice. Do 125% increased damage. Have higher lucky hit chance, and their stun duration is increased to 3 seconds. Yeah, let's go. Chance for ball lightning to cast twice. Not spark. Spark isn't great. It's as low as it could be, but shock critical strike damage. Wait, did they get rid of my teleport damage? I had a teleport damage build that was really fun. I think they did. Okay, you can get up to 85. This is gonna be up to 100. I'm glad they added that, honestly. Like, the more specific ones should be higher. Stop buffing crackling energy. Shock critical strike chance. No, I want shock critical strike damage. One more. Yeah, I'll take it. Alright. Let's go with you. This thing. Resources. Ultimate. Efficiency. I want that cooldown reduction. Yes. And then, of course, more shock finesse. No. Shock critical strike. Damage. Shock critical strike. Damage. No, screw it. I'll take the chance. I'll take the chance. Because critical strike chance is only at 48%. Nope, don't want that one. I do want that one. Shock finesse. Stop giving me that. Give me critical strike damage. Okay, I'll take it. Sweet. All of these are buffing up into critical strike damage, hopefully. Yes. Let's see here. What do I want? Maybe stun duration. Convulsions. That's a chance to stun, I think. Let's go stun duration. Take it. So I think, ooh, I took out half of that cooldown. Just about. Well, technically, I took out 2/5 of the cooldown. Okay. Let's see here. Worldly endurance, no. What do I want? Honestly? Probably total armor. Yeah, definitely total armor. And then I'll go with this one, the lucky hit chance, just because it's always good. Probably total armor again. And then sorcerer motion. There's 4 there, there's 4 here. There we go. There we go. Alright, and now I just got to do the aspects. Yes, I did need this one. I suppose I'll buff up. No, I got 2. I suppose I'll buff up chain lightning a little bit. And then chain lightning bounces, increases it. Let's go with you. Probably the worst one that I can get on an amulet is this one, and that'll give me a 20% chance, which actually is not terrible. Could I enchant one of these rings? Let's enchant this one. That max life. Honestly, I'd rather the resistances. But I'm gonna spend a little bit of money on this because I am looking for a specific upgrade, a specific affix. The one that has the chance to make enemies vulnerable. And I guess I'll take a slight increase there. Alright, last one. No. Okay. Cool. I'll keep that then. Imprint aspects. Imprinted, 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 imprinted. Let's go with you. You're... Alright. Fear's Master Key passive also grants 9.6% damage reduction, tripled while fighting close enemies. Yes. Let's see. I could do that one and use Esu's heirloom. Hold on, would that work? Esu's heirloom. Yeah, that's... Yeah, no, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Cause I could go bam, bam, throw you in, get this thing. So basically, casting shock skill grants me increased movement speed, and then this would a third of that, so so an additional 8% crit chance. Let's test it out. All right.
Quite the challenge, eh?
Okay. So, interesting. This uses a lot of mana.
What?
Okay, then. Okay, I'm enjoying this. I'm going quiet because I'm trying to kind of watch more and closely than I'm usually doing. But I'm thinking I have a better idea than what I currently have for my pants. Okay, better aspect than the one on the pants, because that's just increasing my movement speed. But there is, wait, after casting 2 ball lightnings, your next ball lightning implodes, pulling in surrounding enemies. Interesting. I was thinking this, but
What a superior pro.
maybe that. Maybe this one.
The good
Let's try it. Okay, okay, that went quicker, I think. Definitely seems to be enjoyable. That's what I have for this build so far. I like seeing so many numbers. I want to see more explosions though. So I like seeing explosions of things. Okay. Yeah. I think I'm going to stick with this for a minute. Let's kind of see what I can do from it. Okay. It's only 3 o'clock. Well, it feels late. But I suppose it's actually good because I still have quite a bit that I need to get done. Let's do a few things. Let's first of all upgrade this.
Use it well.
Bing. Yes, 18%. So it's an 18% and a 14%. So that is a basically less than 40% chance, but more than 30. It's a 32% chance. I could definitely use a better one of these. But hey, I got it out of the Undercity, which is pretty good. Do I have any tributes on this? I do. Some tributes of Titans and some tributes of Harmony. Let's go try a tribute of Harmony in the Undercity. Let's see how well this build can perform. And again, I have like nothing set up. I don't even have any gems. Don't have much masterworking materials. Do I have any even dungeon keys? I have one Infernal Horde compass. I need to get more. I need to run some Hell Tides. I just don't want to. Tributes of Harmony. Let's do that. And let's do, let's do some more jewelry. Let's do more jewelry. I mean, what's the worst that happens? I get junk. Did I clear out my inventory? Not really. Well, I mean, kind of. I kind of wonder. I'm not doing enough damage to clear these. I know that for sure based off of this. It's most of my damage is in the thousands still. I need it to, like, it's peaking in the millions. I need it to do on average a million. Yeah, expiration imminent. I had an idea of something that I could add to fix this, but I do not recall it. Mother's Embrace. I was going to attempt Mother's Embrace. That was it. It's kicking me out. Oh, hey, for losing you get a few things. That's interesting. But I'm like, I have a Mother's Embrace that might help me spam some things. And I got some decent ones. Look at that. Look at that. I might do this one. And let's throw it in place of each time chain lightning bounces. Let's do something similar. Let's not even throw anything in it. I just want to see, does that make me spam more ball lightnings? It seems like ball lightning doesn't pass through them anymore. I will say with Mother's Embrace, it definitely seems to be helping though. Look at that. Look at that damage. Oh, I didn't even realize it was ending. Darn. Darn. But I was noticing that I might not have the right aspect on my amulet, so I could probably fix that. I have this. After casting 2 ball lightnings, your next ball lightning implodes, pulling in surrounding enemies. No. Different aspect on my amulet.
Welcome, Wanderer. I've been expecting you.
I could, technically. I could technically do that. What would that be? Orange Herald, 12%. It would go to an 18%. Your attack speed is increased by 5 seconds for 5% for 3 seconds. After each time you cast Ball Lightning, up to 20%. Ball Lightning deals 30% increased damage to stunned enemies. This is making it stun enemies. Is that correct? Yes. Splashes upon impact, damaging. We're dealing 183% of its damage. So what I'm thinking is that gravitational aspect frees up this slot for some damage. Crackling energy has 53% chance. No. Casting an ultimate skill increases your ultimate damage. No. Charged bolts pierce. No. Elemental daggers. No. Stable currents, 40% chance, charge bolts pierce. Meteorites fall, ice blades, no. Lightning spear, no. Screw it. Let's do that. Unstable currents is now, well,
As they come,
Should be a rank
so
7.
they go.
As they come, so they go. Speaking in riddles, old man, let's go to Sargar. Let's do a little bit of the pit. Let's try to upgrade some glyphs. Glyphs and masterworking is the difference between this and Torment 4, I think. So let's tone it down. Let's do tier 60. Oh, I don't even have proper... I don't even have all my rune words active. Let's pick out a rune word, shall we? Let's see here. Alright. So I already have an Ohm rune. Don't really need Eom. Replace your next evade with Sorcerer's Teleport still. Skill blinking further. Dealing damage and becoming unstoppable. Plus to all skills. Next skill is guaranteed to critically strike and overpower. Let's see here. Cast a non-channeled core skill is going to be it. Sockets. Let's do that. Also, yeah. I can get up my resistances. No, this thing. I want Tamrune in you, and then I want let's do a Chakra. Why not? My ball lightnings will be damaging enemies all around.
Impressive, unfortunately.
I need to talk more, but I also am just kind of trying to focus in and see what might be happening. 'Cause I could have sworn ball lightning pierces enemies. Pierces them. But it doesn't seem like it is anymore. The gravitational aspect I do think is needed because it's definitely grouping enemies up. There we go. Group them all up and then nuke them. That is satisfying, I will say. That is satisfying. This damage is not amazing, but it's a satisfying enough build. I don't think I'm gonna make it in time, but that's okay. I need better resource management, I think. Oh, Ring of Starless Skies would make this great. I'm thinking Ring of Starless Skies and Ring of Starless Skies and Air of Perdition instead of Andariel's Visage, because I don't think Andariel's Visage is doing too much for this. Because Ring of Starless Skies would make these just that much better. Because it would make it cheaper, it would make me do a lot more damage. Yeah, I think I might do Ring of Starless Skies on this. I have a Ring of Starless Skies. I'll test it out here. I'm actually going to go get it. Because I'm like, damage output is alright. It's not enough for me though. I need more. So let me leave game. I'm gonna grab the Ring of Starless Skies. After I'm done with this, I'm gonna hop onto a different thing, and I'm gonna record a session of me trying to figure something out on my little deck boxes that I've been trying to make. I'm trying to make that automatic part of it, and the motors I have are too small, and instead of wanting them to go to waste, I'm actually thinking of designing a little gearbox to try to increase the ratios, because I think it's spinning too fast and not strong enough. Let me throw that in there. Damn. So I got like 2 main builds on just about every seasonal character I got. Well, technically I got like 1 main build on 2 of my characters. I don't have a main build on my sorcerer, I don't think. I have like 3 partial ones. I tried going with Talrosh, Zeradas, and Loop, but I didn't really enjoy it. I'm gonna be honest. Let's throw that on instead. And let's test this out. Okay. Now I'm trying to keep in mind how often I was able to cast them before and how much damage they were doing before. And now with a fully masterwork piece of gear, it is honestly insanely OP. There is quite a tangible difference. There is quite the difference. Yes. This is definitely going to make it a more viable build. It's 25, yeah. So that resource cost reduction is actually pretty decent. What else does Ring of Starless Skies do other than its unique effect? Which is the main reason I have it, to be honest. I gotta be more on top of using my ultimate, to be honest.
Quite the challenge.
Ooh. Something did a lot of damage. I think it was that blast shrine. Yeah. Definitely the blast shrine did that 680 million. Oh, nope. Nope, I clicked on the wrong thing. Yeah. So the deck boxes that I've been trying to 3D model, I haven't been putting as much effort into it as I really should, to be honest. But I do enjoy it, and I want to try changing up those gear ratios. It's just kind of like a daunting task to change all of them up. Mostly because, well, if I change them all up, then like I gotta wait hours to print it, and I know it's like a faster way of doing it. I just wish that my measurements would work the first time, and not like the 50th time that I gotta print it and then have like nothing to show for weeks. I'm not an engineer, if you couldn't tell. I am a mathematician. I can measure things and I can do some calculations, but there are certain aspects of things that I am not aware of. That artillery shrine is good. Talrosh's, or no, Tyrael's Might would be good on this, I think. Tyrael's Might is good on almost any build, to be honest. Tyrael's Might is good. They have such good mythic uniques. It's like if you have a core skill build, you want Ring of Starless Skies. If you have a lucky hit build, you probably want Andariel's Visage. If you have a cooldown build, you want Harlequin Crest. If you have any other build, you probably want Error of Perdition, because it's just a flat 60% damage multiplier, and that's almost impossible to pass up on. If you have a stealth build, you want Shroud of False Death. There's so many that are hard to pass up on. And then there's like also mythics like Melted Heart of Selig that nobody wants. Or Spear of Avacyn, I think it is. No, not Spear of Avacyn. Spear of whatever. The staff, it also sucks. If you have a damage over time build, you want that Shattered Bow. Ooh, that's such a good weapon. Den Mother took quite a bit of damage there. I'm getting quite a few, like 10 million crits. That's not bad. There we go. Let me upgrade destruction. Huzzah! I did it! And that increased. So something that took me far too long to realize is that it's not just the top one that it gets upgraded anymore. It's also the legendary aspect when you make it legendary. So if I increase this, my critical strike damage would get a multiplier on top of it, which is also like really good. But let's go with adept. Bam, bam, bam. There we go. I'm gonna end up doing, I think, 1, maybe 2 more runs in the pit, and then I'll probably call this build good enough. And that is, I'm going to be going over and switching to, instead of what I got, I'm going to be switching to this one. So I'm going to be getting 12 mana every cast, so that'll essentially reduce half the cost of it again. Restore 12 primary resource after casting a non-channeled core skill. Or essentially, I can get the same thing from an Igni rune. Let's try this. Because I also could end up getting the one that's cast a skill, or invoke a skill from another class. And I could throw that in. Let's see, this is spend 600% of your primary resource. Which if I get this down to, well, it's 25 mana. And I got how much mana? 100, so every 4 casts is 100, so that would be 4. Oh, well. Yeah, no, it's the same. It's the same. Which is fine, actually. Let's attempt it again. Yes, because I think I am definitely casting this far more frequently. And that is helping. I teleported into that. That's not ideal. That is suboptimal, if you will. It'd also be kind of interesting making a unstable current build that was around using like Arc Lash, and then you just like cast a bunch of other shock skills, but you just like max out attack speed. I suppose I could do something similar with shock. Ooh. Supplementing this with shock skills could also be interesting. What I mean by that is like Shard of Verithiel and then make it a shock skill build that just like automatically casts Chain Lightning and Ball Lightning Shoot the bombs at him. That's what it reminds me of. So this is basically a shock build. Or like a spark build, I mean. It's just... Because ball lightning with this item is a lot like spark. It's just like a stronger version of it. Getting that one that was like based on your current mana, my damage reduction would just be varying so widely. Also, I only have Spark really on my, or Chain Lightning on my bar, because I want that damage bonus for it. And I'm feeling like I'm pretty close to always having unstable currents active. And I am spamming like spark or ball lightning on this so much. I wish unstable currents also increased your damage. Yeah, I know, it's not powerful enough that it gives you free cast of skills. I want it to do increased damage as well. I know. I'm so greedy. But it's a dungeon crawler. I want all of the damage. I'm not happy if I'm not doing like billions of damage. That's okay. Oh, lethal shrine. There we go. Yeah, I don't think I need Andoriel's Visage on this build. I think Air of Perdition would serve me better. I like grouping them all up and then just like obliterating them. That is satisfying. It's like really satisfying. I wish I had like it rotates around you. I had a build that was kind of using that and teleport. I was using the Oculus and I'm like, if I had this thing with me now, like this Strike of Stormhorn or whatever it's called, that with the Oculus and the gravitational aspect from before, that would have been so nice because you could just like teleport around using Remnant of the Infinite to yank everyone to you, and then your ball lightnings would be even better. Ah, that would have been so cool. Sweet. Bramble. Bramble is so dead. Yeah, he was gonna die real good.
What will come?
Nice. Upgrade that. Sweet. Yes, that definitely went better. So I want the resource bonus. I had a kitty brush up against me. Where'd she go? Where'd she go? There she went. She was just sneaking on by me. Hey there, little kitty. Hey there, little girl. She keeps hiding underneath me, and then I can't pet her. And then she's wondering why I'm not petting her. Oh, kitty. Should I end it here and just pet you? All right, I'm gonna end the stream here. My cat wants my attention too much, so I'm gonna stop here and I'm gonna give her some love. And yeah, I'm enjoying this ball lightning build. I made that in like about an hour or two. I had a few items that I had to grab, but I feel like I did okay. It can do almost Torment 4 in like an hour or two. I don't even know how long it's been. I was like, I thought I had a timer somewhere. An hour and a half. I do. But an hour and a half to do pit tier 60, that wasn't too bad. But yeah. Everyone have a good day. I will be back next week with a different build, because that's me, and I just like to make new builds. But I'm starting to run out of inventory space. It's bad. Send help. Alright. You guys have a good day. Bye.